Hey,
S
S-Fam.
fam. Welcome back. This is Brittany.
This is Dialissa, and this is Sisters from Another Mister Podcast.
Man, what are we talking about today?
The infamous I.
I completely forgot. That's why. And I was like,
we're talking about ages and stages.
yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ages and stages.
Yes. We are trying to be adults, but, sometimes people won't let you be great.
Sometimes those people don't let you be great.
Girl.
Who are those people?
Everybody.
Oh my gosh. Well, I will say, I feel like we even are conflicted within our own selves when it comes to the ages and stages. I always tell Brittany that sometimes I'm like, man, when you're young, you're a kid, and you look at adults and you think, oh, they're perfect. Of course, because they're an adult, When you get to be an adult, you're perfect. Like, you just know everything. You do the right things most of the time, right? Most of the people in your life, I'm not really worried about these freaking crazy people. Crazy people do crazy things. But, like your mom, adults that they got it all together, right? And then you realize when you get older, like, oh, shit, my mother's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Or auntie such and such is crazy. Listen, even adults have the crazy. We got more crazy, honestly.
I feel like that's what happens is that you get more life start happening to you and it makes you crazy. It wears you down.
Yeah.
And then because you're an adult, you gotta save face and be like, I'm good. Like, I'm an adult. Duh, I got it together.
But we don't always do that. We be crazy.
Well, yeah. You got those.
Because as a child, it's like, you kind of, oh yeah, we do those things. As kids will do things, you're like, that's age appropriate, to be crazy, to do crazy stuff. We're throwing that tantrum. Oh yeah, that's age appropriate. Listen, especially never mind. Let me not do that. Let me not start that earlier. But I will say that.
I don't even know what you're going to say. But
I'm too much racistness for me. I'm going to stop that today.
I know it wasn't good.
But nonetheless, I feel like it was such an epiphany when I did get to a certain age, though, and I realized, like, no, for real, like, the adults around me are not perfect. They're not as wise about things that I thought they would be about. Like, not to say anything about my elders, okay? But I just think that I just had this certain perception in my mind that was like, oh, they're right. They're full of wisdom and they usually know everything. Or I don't know. I just know that as I've become an adult, those same people who took care of me when I was younger, when I got older, I realized, like, we'd talk, we'd have an adult conversation that I was obviously able to engage in at this point in my life. And it was just like, wow, I never thought that you would think like that. Everybody is entitled to their way of thinking. Yeah. But certain things I'm just like, no, this is like a common sense thing. And as Brittany would always say, common sense ain't always common. So I'm realizing that as I get an adult.
Do you feel like you felt like that about those adults in your childhood because they made you feel like that? Like they portrayed themselves as perfect or close to it?
I don't know.
What made you feel like that?
I just feel like a child should stay in a child's place. So it's kind of like that thing. Like, you kind of get told what you need to do, Essentially, right?
Right, but your opinion of them, where did that come from? Because you could be respectful and still think, I don't know what they're talking about. But you could be respectful.
I think I honestly formulated my own opinion. Until, once you get to the teenage years and things like that, let's be real here. Most of the time, our parents are telling us the right thing. You might be out here doing something you really not supposed to be doing. So it's like, until you're kind of like, whatever time that is that you feel like you're having like a legit conversation.
Well, you're in your 20s probably.
Yeah.
Because when you're a teenager, you think you know everything anyway.
Exactly.
So, you don't
Dumb
know
people.
You don't know nothing. You think you do, but you don't know nothing.
But yeah, I would say in my 20s was when I was like, wow. I thought wisdom came with age, and that's not always the case.
I think that as I've gotten older, from my own life and my own experiences, I realize, like, as you get older, you realize you know less and less. So, because I felt like that about my own life. Like, wow, I really thought I knew things, and I didn't know shit.
No, that's
and
true.
I still don't know everything. I don't. It's just like, I feel like as I've gotten older, and so when I look at other people, even though they may say something, and I'm like, that's kind of wild. But you know what? If I'm going to be self-reflective, that makes sense that they would say that, because I don't know nothing and they older than me. I swear it's as you get older, you be a little bit more like, life is knocked you around a little bit kind of thing. So I guess I empathize
With
in
the
that
elders.
sense. Yeah. In that sense,
absolutely.
I've empathized with them. But I definitely have, and maybe it's because as you get older, like you have a stronger opinion about like just certain things in life. So then when you grow up and you see it, even though it may not have changed at all, now you have your opinion, and your adult opinion is like way more serious than your youthful opinion, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what happens.
Yeah.
And you're just like, that's crazy.
Right. I would say I don't judge the elders. Let me not say that. No. It's just more of like it's like you go, like for me, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like a slight panic mode, because it's like, no, you're wait a minute, you're the older one. I'm the baby. What's going on here? I just think it's so crazy how you could grow up and these your elders raised you, and for you to be able to be in the same room as them and have a conversation, an adult, like, it's mind-blowing to me, because it's like, you raised me, and there were times I wasn't even able to partake in conversation, which I get it, but it's like again, it's when it happens, it's just like a little bit, you get caught off guard.
Yeah.
The day that came when adults were talking and you didn't have to go, and they asking you your opinion, that's wild stuff. Because, boy, when your conversation used to start at my uncle's house or whoever,
you better get up and go. Don't let them have to tell you.
You could just be looking with your mouth open, or not even really looking. You might not even, you might be like, man, let me turn this way. That wasn't the right thing to do. Get your ass up and go find you somewhere else to be. Somewhere where it looks like you can't see. Okay? Oh, my God.
They're talking grown folk business.
You're going to get cussed the hell out.
Yeah. That's an odd thing when you get older. I think that it's like, also when you get older, you, at least for me, I like have wanted to like take care of the older people. And it's like, how dare me? Honestly, because it's like, bitch, they used to take care of you. Who you think you are? But even I'd be like that with my mother.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
No, Ma, listen, please do this. Or like, could you just do this? Or my aunt, like, could you please just please. But when I think about it, like, how dare you? How dare you? They probably think that too. Like, how dare she?
Okay, used to wipe her little ass.
And she got some fucking. Sit down somewhere with your little self.
Wet behind the ear self.
That's a fact. They probably do be thinking that. I'm definitely like,
still got fucking breast milk or formula.
Oh, girl, for real. But you can't help it. It's so a weird thing when you're getting older and you start to look around like you
just feel like you got to take control, especially as a woman. I feel like I don't know how men feel because we don't have that perspective. But I will say, as a woman, I just don't know if it's maybe the nurturer in us. Maybe
I've seen James like that with his grandmother and stuff like that, and he's just like, that's his grandmother. You feel like a need to take care of them because now you're in the current world. When they was grown and you was a child, it was a different world than it is now. My aunt always says it's a new world. And when I be showing her like technology or the car drivers, she's like, this is a new world. And it is. So you know that and you kind of want to help or like prevent things from happening to you or whatever the case. And you're more aware now. So you're like, man, you kind of want to step up on that level.
Well, I guess it would just depend on what kind of person you are. Because I'm trying to think. I don't think James is, not James, but Keem is like that. I feel like he gives his mother space. He has to remind her that he isn't a child anymore. But even James is like that with us. I feel like he will more say like, "Is your stuff chat?" You know, like he's a big nurturer, protector.
Yeah,
like
he is.
That's his thing. I don't know if a lot of people are like that.
I remember my father was like that too with my grandmother, and I used to think to myself, "Who is he to tell her?" But again, I was a child, so I'm minding my damn business. Ain't saying nothing. But he would like try to tell her, like, you know, try to take care of her, and she'd be like, "Boy, bye."
Or I wonder also, like, does it matter, like, if your parents are showing signs of maybe different ailments? Because I mean, like, what do you do about the gray hair grandma on freaking Instagram that's out here looking better than me?
But you know what it is? Maybe it's if you feel that the person, like the older person, is not as in touch because she's on Instagram and she's like kind of in this current world. So maybe that's a thing.
Maybe like you just intuitively know.
Yeah, when to do that and when not to do that. Maybe.
I don't know what it is, but this growing up shit, these growing pains are no joke.
It's rough. And then you still get people who think you're young.
Oh my God.
And you gotta be like, well, I appreciate it, you know, thank you, but I'm an old lady.
What about the ones who think that you're old? Time is a ticking, Brittany.
Oh my gosh. And you can't win. You can't win. I was just at my cousin's house and she was talking about how when I came from college and I wanted to take my little cousin, her son, he was like 12. I was like 19. And we went to the movies. She was like, oh no, you can't be going to the movie by yourself. I was like, what, girl? I'm 19. She was like, it's so funny to think about, like, as you get older, people still see you. She's like, no, in my mind though, when that happened, I saw you and I think, oh, that's my 12-year-old little cousin. And I'm like, but I wasn't. But she let us go. She let us go to the movies. Right. But it's still like, that happens all the time though. Mm-hmm. Even when you see somebody that your parents used to know and they're like, oh my God, I remember when you was this high.
How old are you now?
Yeah. You know? You're like, yeah.
Damn, what if I am hey.
And I've been in this old for quite some time.
Jesus. But you know what? That does happen. I feel like whenever I watch certain like those poor celebrities, right? That are child celebrities, like little Rudy Huxtable or Raven Simone.
But look at how you just said it, little Rudy Huxtable,
or like the Olsen twins. You know, they were so little. It's like when you see them to be grown, but like they're literally like our age.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. They age a little bit different.
Not Rudy. She older than us.
I don't think by that much though.
Oh well, either way, I know. I was saying I don't know about how much, but I definitely know that she was older than us. But nonetheless, I feel like that does happen to them. Even worse, because if you're a singer, like people think you're supposed to keep singing innocent songs. Right. You know, if you're an actress or actor, you're supposed to play those innocent roles. Yeah,
like
you're always supposed to.
And all of them.
Yeah, you're supposed to always be kitty bopping, and now you have a sex scene. Like they're like, what?
Yeah, she's 32. She's actually born in 87.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that happens a lot. That's happened to me. That happens to me all the time.
Time is just going though. Like time is just going. Cause like even with my cousin Noelle, I remember, or my cousin Sanai, and I was thinking like, damn, I remember when I used to change your diapers.
That's why.
Change your diapers. Or, with Sanai, I'd give her a bath and she's talking about nice, fresh, and clean. Like, she's a grown-ass woman now. She's not, it's no more of that.
Does she even remember that?
She probably doesn't even remember me because that was like so long ago and I haven't seen her in such a while. And I think sometimes this also is one of the reasons why it's like so important to keep in touch with loved ones as much as possible, because it's like time is just going by and you don't even realize it's a whole new human being. Mm-hmm. They are not the same person.
Nope.
They are not the same person that you met. Or I mean not met, but like grew or whatever. Grew up with for a certain amount of time or whatever,
Yeah. It's funny because even like I have cousins, and they have kids now. And it's just like, wow, like they're a parent. So when I went to New York, I'm like, wow. It's so funny to see them in like parent role, just to watch them. Yeah. Even we keep in touch. It's just still like, wow. And then, one good thing that I will say is like social media is good for that type of stuff, because I get to see their kids growing up and to see the different, like, oh wow, time is going by and stuff like that. So I don't feel so shocked when I see them, but it's still like, wow, I remember when me and you was just like little snot-nosed rugrats. And now you out here telling this little snot-nosed rugrat what to do, and they call you mommy or daddy. That's and you're weird. Like, wow, look at that. Time really is just going by.
Listen.
It's a crazy thing to see.
No, seriously. Or like if you see younger family members doing certain things in life, that's like, oh, whoa. Yeah. Like when my cousin got engaged, I was like, little man, you are engaged?
Yeah.
First of all, how are you engaged for me? But okay.
Oh my God.
And just like, when you hear about the life choices that people even make, it's like, whoa, good or bad, you know?
Yeah. Even like when your younger relatives post something and then you like, why did you need to make a page for your friends and a page for your family, because your family is not ready to see that.
Some of y'all just need to get a goddamn journal. Freaking, like some things that's a whole nother story.
But. That's something else. But if you're going to be on there, then that's your business. You need to not, or put them in a separate group, because I remember.
Just don't add your damn family and let them know, hey, this is not for you.
But you can't add them. But I had a coworker and she was like, yeah, no, I add my family. And when I add them, I instantly put them into a group. And that group isn't allowed to see all of her posts. And she said she had to do that because like her mom, that's what I'm talking about for Facebook. I don't know if you could do that on other platforms. But she was like, yeah, my mom commented on something and like text me. And I was kind of annoyed. So I had to like put my mom in this group, and then I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna go through and put everybody who don't need to see certain things in that group. But it's so funny because I've seen pictures like that, and I'm like, well, they 19, they 25, they're 22. What do we like? Think about what you was doing back then.
No, exactly.
But it wasn't on the internet, but I feel like it's so funny because these younger relatives that we have now, the internet isn't as big of a deal as it is for even us, but definitely not older than us. Like, it's like, oh my God, it's on the internet. How could you? But really, the internet is a different thing for them. They treat it differently. It's not.
You're going to be on the internet. They figure Big Brother's watching anyway.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they do feel like
so
that.
So it's like, whatever. This is who I am. Or who you're not, because damn, some of us that's a whole nother conversation another day. Once again,
that's a fact. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's such a funny thing, especially when you could watch like the age differences, and it's like, man, we're at this weird stage where we're in the middle, so we get to have a pretty good view of it. And we're close enough to remember what it's like to be 19. But we are from a time before an internet. So we kind of understand where the other side is coming from. And it's just like, I be laughing. I be cracking up. Like, really?
Some because it doesn't have to do with anything social media related. Like, I remember Keen's mom was just saying something about somebody getting pregnant. Like, had so much opinion about it, right? But we forget, you can't be the one talking if you got pregnant at that same age.
Oh, wow.
But I guess, I don't know if it's like something in an adult's head, like, oh, maybe, back in the day, I was more mature than these,
maybe.
You think that, but nigga, you was out here thotting and bopping at 13, 14, whatever age it was, and you can't be judging nobody.
Or maybe they feel like, listen, I did it, so you gotta do better.
Yeah, you sometimes gotta say it a way, you can't, Really, you better find somebody else to talk to somebody else to talk about it, because I don't know. Like, even with King was like, sometimes I'll do that when I'm like, oh, these kids are, she was like, he would tell me, like, what were you doing at that age? Mm-hmm. Were you doing what you were supposed to be doing? Mm-hmm. That's going to be hard for me when I have kids.
That's another thing, too, that I think is, like, parents especially put up their blockers. I've seen that before. I've definitely seen that before. My mom is a little bit more honest, and she's like, girl, when I was that age, I was working my womanly wild. So I'm like, what? She's a little different. Even though she doesn't like that, like the idea of like the internet is permanent, you gotta be careful, stuff like that. Which I understand what she's saying, but when we have, relatives that aren't doing that, I'm like, I see where they're coming from. They're 19, they're 21. That's what
No, but
you do.
I will.
They're feeling themselves.
No, absolutely. And they feel themselves a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. Yeah. I can't get down with the whole like internet getting on, telling my business, showing certain things. Like, I just look at it. I'm just like, the whole objective. I want to know what's your objective. Why are you doing it? Because to me, it's like you're doing it for these people who don't even matter. They don't care. They just so it just makes you look dumb to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, we deal in a world where people have more and more mental health issues, so maybe it's an outlet for them, or maybe not.Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Whatever excuse or whatever reason we want to use, I just feel like, I don't know. What's so funny is, remember back in the day, I was one who would get online. I was really about that.
Yeah.
I just feel like it also, that's for another episode maybe, or maybe we have talked about that in the past, but I just feel like even people our age, some people, my cousins are older than me, I'm just like, this is what I'm talking about. You're older. I feel like this, but you don't feel like...
It's like a full circle for you.
Who is in your life? Like, do you have any friends?
Oh my...
Because why would they let you or allow you to embarrass yourself? If you didn't get on the phone and say, Dialissa, girl, let me talk to you.
I used to do that.
You got to take that shit down.
I used to do that to you. Like, them fucking bathroom selfies, they gotta stop.
Hey, don't shout me out on this damn podcast. I didn't have no goddamn bathroom selfies.
It happens.
Don't listen to her. And then this hoe wouldn't want to take pictures with me either.
I would be like, yo, what in the... I remember calling you and being like, hey, yo.
Yeah, she did. But my whole thing
But you're right. You do gotta have somebody. Because even if you can keep doing it or not doing it, I don't really remember what happened after that. But I just remember I gotta say something because that's my friend and this is crazy.
Yeah,
to me.
This is ridiculous.
So I'm like, no. At least I said my piece. You don't have to listen. But you're right. I wonder
if you a sense of like another being telling you like, okay,
because you may not see it from the outside. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I'm looking. It don't look good. Don't look good.
No, there's plenty of times. Come on, you have to admit to our listeners I'm talking to. You have to admit that maybe you did post something, or whether it be a picture or quote, and you were like, or like you ever get like MySpace? I mean, it's MySpace. Whoa,
They such a dated herself.
Because that was back when I was acting a fool. I got myself. But like on Facebook where they'll do like a memory, and you ever got hit with like a status or like a picture from the past, and you're like, what the fuck? First of all, this shit got all kinds of typos, maybe. And then it's like something ratchet. It's like, man, how dare they remind me about this and try to repost it? Girl, go sit down. You post some pictures, it's like, why? What are you doing? What are you wearing? Why do your eyebrows look like that? Oh. But I mean.
Everything. It'd be everything, though. I've seen pictures and I'm like, oh, you thought that was cute. Okay.
See, come on, this day and age, I feel like I'm on 30. 27, 26, 25. I don't know. I was just a little bit different. I really like slowed down. I feel like at 25, I feel like definitely was like, I don't need to post everything. This is not my fucking diary. I have friends. I can talk to them. Who gives a fuck about these other people? Because they don't really care. Really? They're going to like this shit. They're going to comment some bullshit. I go, yeah, girl. They're going with their life. Girl, leave that man.
Yeah, keep you mad too. Like just keep egging you on and like instigating. Shut up. You ain't my real friend. No, that's true. We gotta have some young people in here and ask them, why you write everything on social media?
What's this? You need a journal? We can go to the dollar store, get you a journal. Maybe. Target.
Maybe.
You got this right here. You got this phone right here. This iPhone. Cause you better have an iPhone.
Oh my!
But it got a notepad in there.
Sorry, Android listeners.
You can talk to Siri if you need to. I'm pretty sure she can put that shit in a note for you if you need to, with a date and everything. What the hell?
Yeah, that's true. You could really have your own journal in your phone if you wanted.
Okay, put that shit in your note and then go back to it and ask yourself: is it worth posting?
Yeah, sit on it for a couple of days. Give yourself 48 hours.
But nonetheless, getting back onto topic.
What was the topic?
I would like to talk about ex fucking people in your life. It don't have to be just an ex boyfriend. It could be an ex fucking friend. It could be hell. It could be someone who wasn't even your fucking friend. You know, like they just think because they knew of you. I'm so sick and tired of them kind of people. Honey, you don't know me. You didn't ever know me. You ain't ever. I'm gonna use some words
For real.
You don't know me.
See, because you're coming from a bad place. When you see the old friend of your parents and they say, "Oh, you're grown," that's nothing wrong with that. Or you know, my cousin, she says, "Oh, you know, I always think of you as like 12-year-old Brittany." There's nothing wrong with that. That's not coming from a place of malice or bad intention. But when you see somebody and they want to be, I remember when you used to cut class with me. Shut up. Shut it. You just trying to bring back negative stuff. Or I remember when we dated. No, you don't. That didn't even happen. How about that? Fool.
Some of these motherfuckers
I don't count nothing before yesterday. So the only nigga I ever dated is the one I'm with now. How about that?
Some people wouldn't even do it where it's like, oh, I remember we dated. It would be like they were like trying to pick up where they thought it left off.
What's up, big head?
What's up, goddamn big head? What the hell is wrong with you?
From 10 years ago. And they want to say, what's up? What's up,
when you
big
coming
head?
back to Newburgh? Nigga, never. And if I am, I'm not coming to see your big head lopsided headed self. Are you stupid?
You're not going to come through, D? You ain't going to come through? Remember we used to be able to hang out, girl?
When's the last time you went and learned you something?
Never. I'm still sitting where you left me.
Went somewhere, traveled somewhere. They just want to pick up. Like, what are you? Why are you even still thinking about me? Is the question. Or like, even if you want to, you know, not to say that you shouldn't hit up somebody, but like,
it needs to be genuine.
Yeah,
like,
it has to be a genuine.
It needs to be genuine,
like,
and it needs to be
hookup line.
Yeah, it should come from a good place. Like I said, other people, it's not from a bad place. It's just interesting to see it, but it's not from a bad place. But if you're gonna hit up somebody, you should be like, "Hey, dang, girl, I was going through my phone. How you been? You know, oh wow, that's great." And then they can tell you how they're doing. You can tell them how you're doing, where you work now.
No,
that's awesome. Good luck in life.
They're from back in your fighting and bopping days, and they trying to see if you still fighting and bopping.
No, fool.
No, fool. If I was fighting and bopping, trust me, you would have got a call.
No, you wouldn't even got a call.
No, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't have got a call.
You wouldn't. Let's stop.
There's a reason why we stopped talking.
Obviously.
So, that's that.
Obviously. But yeah, that's so annoying.
Some people that I feel like, you know, like high school, that be like the height of their life for some people. Or college. Like these small times in their lives be like the peak. So they want to stay there. They want to keep reliving.
Right. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like, listen, I'm not going to lie. I didn't hate my high school days. I enjoyed them for the most part. I think it was a great time in my life. But other things have happened.
Right.
Today is good. Like, I'm okay today. You know? We reminisce or whatnot. Like, hell, I tell Brittany all the time, damn, I remember back in D.C. You remember back in D.C.? But, I mean, if we moved back to D.C. now, it wouldn't be the same. Them days, it was a time in our life that was what we were doing.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like when you got that message, I was like, yo, this fool really thinks it is high school. And he's just trying to pick right back up. Like a idiot.
Oh, my God. You barely get a hey. It's just kind of like, literally looked in an old thread and it's just like, so, like, what? Excuse me? Who is this?
Girl, let's just pick up where we left off.
Okay.
Good luck with that, sir. That's not going to work. That's actually not even going to happen.
Be like, sir, I have a man. I be having a lie. He gonna check my phone. He gonna beat me. So could you just...
Oh.
Because they do not give a hell. You better come up with some lie.
For real, though? They question the status of your relationship.
Can't have a friend.
Oh, I've heard that on the street. No.
Or like you'll have that antagonistic ass heifer that was going, you know, that you went to high school with or you went to college with. or whatever. Used to work with you at an old job or something. And they didn't even freaking like you, but they checking up on you. Writing you, messaging you, liking your posts and things like that.
And it's kind of weird to me because it's like, I know you didn't like me.
Yeah, we didn't have a relationship.
And it's not that there's bad blood now, but there's nothing there.
Right, and it's not like you saw me somewhere and we talked and we laughed about it or whatever.
Made up and got over it.
Whatever, or just even became friends or just became cordial or whatever.
Just reconnected in
you
real
just
life.
Where did you come from? You seem a little creepy.
Maybe, but see, my thing is an odd thing because if we weren't good, that doesn't mean we're not good now. I don't care, right? Now it's over, who cares? But it's like an odd thing to me that now you want to be like, girlfriend. Wait, what? When did that happen, though? Maybe the opposite didn't happen and we're just neutral. But you can't just jump to friend zone. That's weird.
I don't do that with anybody.
That's very weird.
Don't think because you had any type of past with me.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's like, oh, whatever, who cares? We had a past. We have some kind of history. It might have been good, but it was something.
And listen, this is not even to talk like being on some bougie or anything. It's not about being bougie. I just feel like it's just a little, like we said, we're trying to like be genuine about it.
Right. It just definitely comes a little bit like, huh?
Instead of you going out and meeting a new friend, you gonna come and try to hit up somebody you didn't even like. Like,
yeah, that's
weird.
That's a very weird thing. Growing up is so crazy.
It is.
It is a roller coaster. It is a wild ride.
It is. There's never a dull moment. And when you think you could learn, you could have learned everything you're going to learn. That's just not the case. At all. Like, we really don't know shit. All of us, we really don't know shit.
No, we just out here
surviving.
Girl.
Winging it.
That's it. We are all just winging it. Because for real, nobody knows
anything. Only thing for sure is that we're growing old. Because you're not growing young. That's it. That's the only thing for sure and for certain. I remember back in, what was it, junior high or high school, and I ain't got to do nothing but stay black, pay taxes, and die.
You ain't got to do that either.
Oh, damn.
So you ain't got to do none of that. You're going to die.
Okay.
Because you ain't got to pay black. There's bleaching cream for that.
Oh, man.
And you ain't got to pay taxes. I mean, you going to jail, but you don't got to pay your taxes either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
okay, so all I got to do is just...
You're definitely going to die, though. That's guaranteed.
There's nothing else guaranteed.
Nah.
More guaranteed.
Man, ain't that something?
Yo, living to die.
I was about to say the same thing. Get out of my fucking head. Get out of my head. I was going to say the exact same thing.
We are living to die, people.
Yes. That's it. Done. Life. Period.
Listen, you better stop wasting your goddamn time on these social media sites telling irrelevant ass people your business. Stop hitting up old people that you have no business hitting up. Stop trying to thigh and bop with your old hoes. Stop doing all that. Go do something.
No,
open a business.
Grow.
Go travel. Go meet some people. Go be social. Go just hang with yourself. Learn yourself. Goddamn. Because really and truly, life is really just like boom. Done. You snap your finger and it's gone. You might not even wake up.
Yeah, tomorrow. You gotta just go out and grow. Just grow. Keep on growing. And
not even and try not to formulate opinions, I feel like. Like, you can have an opinion. Okay, let me not say that. Let's not be judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
And try to think that there's not just one way to or one answer to anything, you know?
Mm-hmm. Especially don't think your answer is it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I really find it very refreshing when I'm more open-minded about things and I could see every point of view, you know? Hell, there might not be even an issue, but for me, I'm like, okay, what is how could have this played out any other way, you know?
That's true.
So,
I just feel like it's also very important. Make sure you stay in touch with people who you care about. And even if it's something simple, because I don't feel like nobody could do it, right? You have too many friends and family. But I know that, like, I'll try to be like, okay, let me do a quick scroll on Facebook and see what's happening. Oh, look at that person. Oh, wow, that person's pregnant. Oh, look at, okay, good, great. Got a quick little something, something to keep yourself abreast of what's happening in the people you love. Because you don't want to be, like, legit one of the people and be like, I haven't seen you in 20 years. Look at you all grown. You don't want to do that either. I mean, it happens. So, hey, whatever. If it happens, at least you've seen them in 20 years and not 21. But it's just like, yo, I know I got to do that.
I have to do way better. You do better than me, though, I think.
Oh, man. So many times that I've been like, I'll never use Facebook. I should delete it. Then I say, you know what? Let me keep it. Because I get to see this person's kid and that person's pregnant and this friend or that friend, this cousin, uncle, aunt, whatever. It's a good way to kind of like keep in touch, see what's going on in people's lives.
Because you never know. Sometimes you still communicate with people on Facebook, and granted, you don't talk to them every day. You might find yourself going to an event of theirs. Even. You know, like you really still you do care about them, but the phone, like any other way of communicating with them, is not going to happen. So you won't stay abreast of what's going on.
But yeah, I feel like that's just life in general. If you had to keep in touch with everybody, that would be your whole day. You wouldn't be able to do anything else. You wouldn't be able to do anything else.
I always feel so bad because some people, like,
you do
get mad. Or you'll feel a way about, like, damn, I didn't get to, like, I haven't spoken to this person in so long. I don't want them to think I forgot about them, you know?
You always say that. I don't think that's the case. I feel like people just know.
You're living life out here.
Yeah, people know, like, Dialissa's living. Good for her. Oh, I see she posted a picture. She went to Miami. Good for her. It doesn't mean that nothing about how you feel towards them. It's just life.
I just can't help it. I think my grandmother did that to me.
You said your grandmother?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
She would cuss us out when we didn't call her. Okay. Act like the phone don't work 2 damn ways. It's ridiculous. I love the elders or whatever, but come on. Like my one of my older cousins said too. She's like more like an aunt, but she's that kind of like a young aunt. But anyway, I remember one time I said, I'm like, I feel so bad because I could do a better job at keeping up. I just really hate like being so distant from my relatives. Like I just wish we had, we could be closer. And she was like, that's not your fault. Hell, the phone works 2 ways. That's what people have to understand, especially the elders have to realize. It's not just the young folks' job to keep in touch, Yeah, that's true. Everybody plays their part.
That's very true.
So that really did make me feel good because I just have this thing where it's like I have this stigma that if I don't call or I don't talk to someone, that it pushes me further away.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep thinking that.
You
always say that, and I'm like, what? Nobody cares about stuff like that. Well, because at the same time that you're not calling them, like your cousin said, they're not calling you because they're also living a crazy busy life. Everybody is. So everybody understands that and they move on. But I think that it's just good when you can keep up with people like, through Facebook or whatever is the way. Maybe if you have a group family text or something. I don't know.
No, that's a good one.
Because I know I've done it before. Like my cousin, when I went to New York, my twin cousins, they both have kids and families now. And I don't really talk to them like that, but I keep up with them. I know, like, his son likes football and stuff like that. So when I see them, it's not like, who's this kid? Right. That's your son? Like, no, it's not like that.
Right.
Maybe I'm not the closest with your son, but I at least know that you have a kid. I know what your kid is, into, even if it's just vaguely.
Right.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's hard being an adult.
It really is, man.
It's very hard being an adult. It's a very, like, complex. So many different parts.
We literally grow up and wait for the day when we can turn 18 or 21.
Girl, like a fool.
For what? Like, we want to have control all of our life. And then when you gain this control, it's like, for what? Can someone tell me what to do?
Tell me what to do.
Damn.
Be in a rush to grow up. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do that.
Celebrating becoming 21 and shit. To hell with that.
Girl. That's time for mourning.
It is.
They don't even know.
Doomsday. D-Day.
Oh God, that's hilarious. You really gotta though everything is just switched up on you.
It's awful. It's freaking awful, honestly. I remember when you were in college and it was like, girl, I'm so busy. Oh God. It takes me I got so much chores and I got this and I got homework and it was at a point I was in school too. I remember and it was just like so much to do, girl. So much to do. So much to do what?
I wish I had that to do now.
Okay? I wish, as the years have gone by, it's like more and more work. Look, we both live with men, and regardless of what the relationship is, we both live with men now. You're the woman of the house. We are the women of the house. That's a lot of freaking work. And then people are pressuring you to fucking go have kids too?
All the time.
God damn, how much fucking work? Well, how much shit do you think I could do? Freaking slave now.
And they don't understand. That's why I ain't got no kids. No. I was this YouTuber I follow, this natural hair YouTuber. She was talking about she's pregnant now. And she was like, people for a long time, I forgot which African country she's from, and her family is very traditional. And they were like, "Oh, you got married now. You should have a kid. What's wrong with you?" People was basically thinking that something was wrong with her, that she was sick. People in her family told her to go see a fertility doctor because they were like, how could it be that you've been married this long and not be pregnant? And she was like, I made the choice. They didn't understand. They couldn't even comprehend that someone would choose that, to wait. Right. What the hell you mean? And she was like, yeah. But you know what? When I told everybody I was pregnant, they told me congratulations. That was 9 months ago. I haven't heard from them since.
Okay.
She was like, so what the hell? Do it when you want to do it, people.
For real.
Because that's on you. That's a next responsibility.
Because ain't nobody going to be taking care of that little nappy head child of yours. With you.
I was like, yo, that's true. It's just a lot of work being an adult. You got to be kind of prep yourself for the next stage.
I want to ask, do you think that it's a little bit, do you think gender plays a role?
In what?
As far as we're not men, so we can't really say, but it's as a woman, do you feel like you just have so much more to do? I was looking at a post today on Instagram and they were talking about, the the perception of what a man should be doing versus what a woman should be doing. And both of them had work. I have to look for it. But it was the list on the woman's side was so freaking long. Do you feel that varies? What is it?
I think that just depends on that woman and man, I guess. Mm-hmm. Because everybody have different roles. I feel what's quote normal or societal gender roles is different for everybody. So some people are a man is at home, he's taking care of the kids, he got to take care of the house, he's doing everything at the house. So the woman, you know what I mean? I don't know what your breakdown looks like because everybody is different. Mm-hmm. But that being said, I just can't imagine that it is less because I just don't know. So I would imagine they have to have some type of pressure. Maybe it's not the same quantity on your list, but who's to say that the weight of that is different? It could be very different. Maybe if you feel, I don't know, you feel pressure to do one thing and then a man has another pressure, that might be the equivalent of 5 things though. For all we know, I don't know. That's something we gotta have somebody on here to ask. Because I don't know. I can't say that for sure. Because I think everybody's house breakdown, gender roles, and that's not the same for everybody. So it looks different. I've definitely observed this. Different people's relationships. I'm like, oh wow, this is a whole nother setup y'all have. And I don't know who feels but also I feel like everybody feels like they're doing the most.
God.
Everybody always feels like that too. I don't know it's the truth, but if you ask me, I'll do everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I'm doing
But why wouldn't I say that? Obviously, if you ask Jay, you could be like, I do everything. So I know that.
No, hell no. If I could say I was doing less, I would say it.
Nah, I can't say it. I can't say that. I don't know. We gotta have that. All right, well, we gotta have somebody on here to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk. That's Virginia rules.
So we gotta do that. We gotta also have some young people on here and tell them what is this social media? What are you doing? And why don't you block family members or put them in a group? Don't start.
We gotta get their
That's not even nice.
Have a very good. This is one of those teachable moments. Like we said, maybe there's a different angle.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
But I definitely want to know why. Why you started them like that?
Maybe you want them to know.
That's the thing too.
Really
and you just want to startle them. That could be a thing.
Because they need to know what's going on.
And you're like, you know what? Boom! Wake up, grandma. This is what I do. Look at all this cleavage I got. Bam!
Get it from your grandma.
Oh. Girl, for real. For real. You never know. Girl, they might come with a receipt with grandma from back in the day. Listen. A picture of her on the table, twerking or something. Girl.
Listen.
I'm very curious to know that. Or maybe they just don't care, and that's cool too.
But hey, whatever floats your boat.
I guess. Do you feel like you do more? You feel like you have more pressure? Burdens or jobs or whatever?
Like you said, it's different. It depends on what you are calling pressure. Because I mean, like,
or things to do. I don't know.
Like, I would say I have a pretty good to-do list. I can't say it's more because that wouldn't be fair, I guess. I got a lot on my plate though. I will say that. And as far as like, I don't know, like, do men get questioned about when they're gonna get pregnant and when they're gonna get married? That's a whole different thing too.
Yo, so I found out that at least happened to James. He was like how when we were dating and he would go home, his family would ask him like, yo, why aren't you married her yet? And he got asked that. When are y'all getting married? When are you going to propose? Because it was kind of like, yo, when are you going to propose? And he got asked that question. He was like, yeah. My grandmother asks me that every time I see him.
Do people ask him if he's going to, one of the kids coming?
Not really. I don't know. I'd have to ask him. But not that I've seen. Or if they ask him, maybe they ask him in private or something.
Oh, yeah, we'd have to ask them that.
But I know I was surprised by that. I was like, really? People ask you that? He was like, all the time. He said, I go home and be like, oh, good to see you. Where's Brittany? You engaged yet? Did you propose yet? What are you waiting for? When are you going to do it? Are you saving for the ring? Like, all types of stuff. I'm like, wow. I can say nobody asked me that questions. So, again, it's like, what's the weight of that compared to what people was asking me? I don't know. It's very interesting.
I can speak for myself and damn near I do a lot. I feel the pressures a lot.
These feels the adulting hard.
Yeah, the adulting is ridiculous, man. This adulting shit is overrated. Over it, like Summer Walker says, okay?
Yo. Over it.
God damn, sometimes I don't want to sit my ass down. I remember when I could wash my hair and it not be such a goddamn chore. Bitch, you like, if that's a luxury now. You wash your hair, girl, go ahead about your bad self.
Okay.
Girl, your room clean? You actually got to do that? Shh. My plate is just full though. Everybody's plate is just full as far as physical labor. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's kind of like what you consider a full plate, because some people have the exact same things as you, but they don't care. They like. It doesn't stick to them the same way.
Right.
So that's a thing too. Like maybe you feel like that because it's like, oh my God, I feel like I need to do these things. But some other people may just feel like, meh, it'll get done. Like that people be like that. Or even with their children. Some people feel like, meh, these kids.
I mean, I wonder if at that point is it a coping?
Maybe. But I do feel like some people just don't care as much as other people in general.
That's a whole other thing too.
I'm like, wow, that must be nice. That is really something. But maybe their priority is some other thing,
Right.
And that's fine.
There's so many different things that come into play.
Yeah, man.
With this whole adulting thing, everybody picks whatever avenue. There's a lot of go right or go left throughout the whole day. And a lot of times, you know what really makes adulting hard? Is like, it is hard to make your own decisions. And sometimes you feel like, can somebody just make my mind up for me? But then when it comes to like dealing with a partner and having to like deal with compromising, you don't always say the same thing. Like, they should just whatever they say. Hell no. Hell no. Let's sit down and debate about this, damn it. I got energy today. So when you gotta like adult and actually be an adult.
And be an adult, because compromise is adulting. That is actually being an adult. That's being a mature adult. Too.
Yo, that's hard.
Girl, let me sit up in my chair. That's some classy adulting right there. You gotta cross your leg. That's some real adulting.
No, man. Girl. I don't know about you, but when me and Keem, I mean, you know, we always seem to have had to compromise in our relationship, honestly. Our whole relationship. It always seemed like a freaking compromise, right? But like moving in and like the day-to-day was like, whoa. Oh, we're not always on the same page as I thought. You know, and like when you really have to like get down to the nitty-gritty and just, okay, all right, so I'm not always gonna get my way. He doesn't like everything nice, which you don't want. You know, I always say I don't want them to be like that. Anyway, I hate it. I don't want a yes man. Anyway, but when you really have to deal with having to compromise and like
with a hard no,
oh man, yeah,
a hard no,
or no. Sometimes it's not hard no. Sometimes it's what is it? Can I get a slow yes instead of a fast no? Or some crap like that. I don't know. I just feel like, ooh. I feel like we do so.
She said some crap like that.
Some crap. Load of shit. Crock of shit. But, yeah, that compromising stuff. You really have to, like, become a team.
Adulting.
And I feel like when you're able to do it, it's like high fives and shit. Like, you're just so excited that,
that's a fact.
Oh, man, we did that.
We did that.
We
killed it, too. Okay. Look at that.
Look at us. Go, best friend.
Girl.
But I feel like it's become easier and easier. I feel like it starts to become one, hopefully. And it's kind of like, it just gets easier. You know your partner, you seem to be on the same page. You kind of can look at them when someone else is involved and be like, we know what we're saying, right? That's a hell no, right? You know that's a hell.
That's a hell no.
You know what you're saying.
I definitely think that is a thing. I feel like it's a little bit harder. Or at least it was for me in the beginning. Just like, on stupid stuff. Like, what? You keep the laundry basket where? No. I like it here. Or like, I don't know, something stupid like that. It's just like, when you first start living with somebody and sharing your space and your bedroom and...
Oh my God.
Wow, this is we do things differently. But I feel like that over time, it went away. That definitely went away.
I mean, because it's just hard. You have to think that's like such a shell shock to like open up a space, share a space with someone, and they have their way of doing things, you have your way. Like, that's a lot. And you're asking whatever party to do it differently. That's a lot, you know?
At whatever age they are.
Okay, teaching an old dog new tricks, you know? That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
Yeah, no, that is a big deal. And I feel like even when we lived together with Krissa, it was like, we shared communal spaces, but we didn't have to share bedrooms.
So when you weren't happy, take your ass to your room and shut up.
Yeah, you didn't even, and it wasn't even like a hard thing to do. It was like you did it effortlessly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if you just like, oh, okay, but however you wanted to organize your own space, that was your business.
Yeah,
when you gotta share that space, that's a big deal.
Sex too.
When you share a bedroom,
I share a room with you.
Yeah,
you share a room or spaces with Krissa, you know. So it's like
it's different when you doing this, and it's like, oh wow,
oh okay,
right. Okay. Let's think about it. We could do this.
Oh my God, yeah. It's such a proud. I'd be so proud that when I go home and Keem is like, or just in general, where anywhere, and I see like Keem does something, I'm like, wow, you didn't do that before. Look at you.
That's funny.
I'm like, oh wow.
And he probably said the same thing.
He probably does. Yeah, we have definitely toned it down, girl. Oh, there are definitely triumphs to the adulting, but it's just a never-ending thing. You know, it's just always. It's
Gotta
always
embrace it, people. Gotta embrace it. Don't fight
embrace
it.
yourself.
Don't fight it. Welcome it. Enjoy it. Embrace it.
Yourself.
Cause it's coming.
Here. It's coming. It's here, and it's gonna end. That's for sure.
Damn, dude. Man, it's gonna end.
It is. It's guaranteed.
That's fucked up. But yeah, that's you just gotta embrace that shit, man. Try to smile through it. Fuck it.
Do things that make you happy. Take care of yourself. Self-care. You know, go back to that podcast that we call, I can't remember the name.
Self-care is not selfish?
Okay, yes. Self-care is not selfish. If you need some tips and tricks to get you through this hard thing called life, ages and stages, Jesus.
Well, we hope y'all had, because this is going to go up a little bit later, so we hope y'all had a good Halloween. And didn't get a cavity in the process.
Okay. Didn't drink too much. You know.
Or if you did, hopefully you just woke up safe and sound. That's
you know, ladies,
the bare minimum.
We call it our one excuse to be out here looking and being raunchy and thought and bopping.
Nah, hopefully you had fun.
Yeah.
Safe fun, but fun nonetheless.
All right, S-Fam. Dialissa out.
Brittany out.